Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you're granting this platform. Kenyans continue to win against this dictatorial regime that is pushing some punitive regulations down our throats. When Kenyans are fighting the high cost of living, when Kenyans are fighting unemployment, when Kenyans are fighting poor health systems, when Kenyans are fighting failed education systems, when Kenyans are handling the dying health insurance systems, another individual comes in once again to lay a burden of an Ebola quarantine facility on us. We reject and say no. So today, I want to announce a big reprieve to Kenyans, because the yesterday's demonstrations, as I told you in my earlier videos, caught the attention of the international space. The protest yesterday in Nanyuki, held by the people of Laikipia, rejecting the Ebola quarantine facility being set up at the Laikipia military airbase. The people of the Republic of Kenya pronounced themselves and said, we do not need it. It's not an emergency to us. It is not a first priority. Today, Kenyans are winning from two levels of the national community and the international community. This morning, the Katiba Institute received orders to force the Ministry of Health, led by Aden Duale, to produce documents of agreements and other documents and present them to the courts within 7 days. Another news has just broken. Trump is under criticism from the United States lawmakers, and they have issued a demand to Donald Trump after yesterday's protest. And even today, I'm told, there are some protests ongoing in Nairobi and other regions. What has happened? Let me read for you this statement. The United States House Committee on Foreign Affairs has criticized the Trump administration over its handling of American Ebola patients. And they argue that the United States government has a responsibility to care for its citizens at home rather than rely on a foreign country like Kenya. In a statement they have issued today, was it today or today is on Tuesday? Yes. In a statement they have issued today, the committee has said the United States already has specialized facilities capable of safely treating Ebola patients. This is what I've been telling Kenyans. Ndio nimekuwa nikisema hapa. Nilisema the United States has the best equipped facilities and the best medical personnel to deal with such issues. I spoke it here. Not once, not twice, but several times. I want to thank the United States lawmaker for stamping authority on my statements. It seems you watched my clips. Yes, unless Kenyans listen, unless there's something we are not told by William Samoei Ruto. My thoughts tells me it's not about the quarantine facility. No. There's something behind it. Kuna kitu kimefichwa kwa quarantine facility na hawa watu wawili, Ruto and Trump. Trust me. It's not about the quarantine facility. I was asking myself, how can a superpower rely on a developing country, a country that is struggling with bed capacity, how do you trust such a country to treat your citizens as a superpower? It doesn't add up. Let me read their statement first. Our government has a responsibility, that is the American government, to help Americans abroad. The United States already has a domestic facilities specifically designed for safety care for Ebola patients. So it means America already has such facilities. According to the lawmakers from the United States, they have such facilities already set in place. So why transport them to Kenya? It's not about the facility. Msidanganywe kwamba ni Ebola inajengwa. Lies. Wongo. I am now 100% convinced it is not the Ebola facility being set up in Laikipia airbase. And if at all they are setting it up, why set it in a military airbase? Why? In a military airbase? Why? Why not Nakuru Leovav Hospital? Why not at a hospital in Laikipia? The counties have land. If you go to Laikipia, you will get a county land where such a facility can be built because health is a devolved function. Why hide it in a military base? Hii mambo ya Ruto na Trump, it is not about the Ebola facility. I assure you. Time will prove us wrong or right. They say, the Trump administration should bring Americans home. Exactly what I said. Hiyo ndio nilisema hapa jamani. Hiyo ndio niliambia Ruto. Nikamwambia kama tunataka kujenga Ebola facility, ijengwe kwa Wakenya. Amerika ikitaka kutibu their patients, ipeleke kwao. This is all we were asking for. Not outsource that responsibility to a foreign government. Ladies and gentlemen, this issue is now clear. The US lawmakers have put it very clear. They have opened our eyes and they make us now begin to think away from the Ebola quarantine center and begin to look at the other things that the government could be hiding from us so that we be able to make critical decisions on how Kenya moves forward. I'm happy that this issue now, it is now picking up, and the courts already pronounced themselves, and the US lawmakers today have clearly pronounced themselves. We now wait to see how these dictators are going to handle the issue. If you're watching this, kindly make sure you click the subscribe button and remember to turn on your notification bell. May God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.